One of my main points on the global warming crisis has simply been, let's not overreact and do stupid things. If you haven't noticed, we're overreacting. And that usually creates bubbles, and bubbles lead to bursting of bubbles. And let's take a look-see at what happened, to the internet stocks and the real estate market if you need proof. That's not a good idea. We don't need to drop trillions of dollars on new cap and trade or dumb tax schemes. We don't need short-sighted ideas like dumping iron ore, or now it's lime, into the oceans. The real story is that climate change, just like almost every other problem, can be solved by getting the politicians and the special interest groups out of the way of the entrepreneurs. Politicians, shoo, shoo. People, the rich, they are the ones who understand virtually every millionaire in this country made money by solving a problem that seemed insurmountable to others. That's how the rich got rich. That's how America became America. We dream. I trust you, not the politicians. Right now in Tucson, Arizona, a Columbia University physicist named Klaus Lackner is working on an amazing device. It is a CO2 scrubber. It could remove 1 ton of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere every single day. Now, you produce about 18 tons of carbon dioxide a year. Can you imagine what this could do? It doesn't filter out new CO2 from factories. Other technology exists to do that. This scrubs out existing CO2, which means it has the potential to take us back to pre-industrial age carbon levels without giving up anything, without giving up cars, without turning off our air conditioner, or paying some ridiculous amount of our incomes to suit some new government agency. The scrubber, which is still in development now, it means that removing 1 ton of carbon a day is likely just the beginning because it's still in development. Remember the first computers, we used to watch them as kids on, you remember Willy Wonka when I'm now asking the machine where that last Wonka bar is. They were as big as a house. Even Al Gore understands the technology always gets better, faster, and cheaper. In fact, he used this argument himself on Meet the Press last weekend.
Think about what happened in the computer revolution. We saw cost reductions for silicon computer chips of 50% every year and a half for the last 40 years. We're now beginning to see the same kind of sharp cost reductions as the demand grows for solar cells.
Well, it's not... okay, he's half right, which is about half again as right as he usually is. Gore's law doesn't apply just to solar cells, but all technologies. They get better, they get cheaper as they approach singularity, and then boom, you're off to the races, including the CO2 scrubber. Yet, Al Gore's not happy about the CO2 scrubber. Environmental groups are opposed to the idea of a CO2 scrubber. Why is that? In fact, they oppose, many of them, any technology that allows us continue to live with fossil fuels. It's almost like somebody on this program has been saying that for quite some time. The truth is, climate change is nothing but a smokescreen for what these people really want, and that is power. They're motivated by greed, money, controlling every single aspect of your life. That is their real agenda. Why don't the rest of us work on the CO2 problem? Sterling Burnett is the senior fellow at the National Center for Policy Analysis. Sterling, this scrubber, I heard about this morning. I can't believe, if the world is really concerned about CO2, that this isn't on the front page of every single newspaper in America. We should be investing. Investors, you want to solve the problem? Go invest in this company.
Environmentalists are trying actively to stop this. Their argument is not that we should remove CO2, but that we should stop using fossil fuels.
Right. I will tell you that we called, and I think, well, we hope that they'll be on the air at some point. They do have a company. I think it's with the new Wright brothers, believe it or not. And I have to tell you, we'll check this company out in America. If this is true, this is one of the big, huge keys to the global warming problem, and it will open up every door.
Well,
if that's the real motivation.
There's a variety of technologies out there that are good, but geoengineering solutions, proposed solutions, have been out there for some time.
Yeah.
But they're always poo-pooed, they're always demeaned because they don't get at what the environmentalists are really about. If you want to reduce CO2 emissions, there are ways to do it that don't force Americans to sacrifice their lifestyles, that don't make the poor poorer, that don't raise energy.
Right.